I just watched Ruby Joe's latest video on soul purpose, making a difference. Now, what is my sole purpose for being here? Well, I do have very low self-esteem. I've never been popular. I've never really been liked by very many people. Now, for the people who do like me, and the people that want to support me, help me, listen to what I have to say, and who have been my friend as long as they've been, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Now, I just remember I was in grade 3, and I guess I was having some difficulties with the learning aspect of the class. So my mom had a meeting and a PTA, I think it was a PTA meeting or a teacher conference meeting or something, and they discussed that I could stay at the school and they could try to help me as best as they could with the help that I needed, or I could have the opportunity of going to another school and have a resource teacher that could work in a group or one-on-one with me. So I decided to go to the new school, and I started at the new school in grade 4, and I was there for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, when I transferred to this school, I wasn't popular. I was picked on, name called, that sort of thing, and it just really brought me down. And when I got into grade 6 was the year, now this was going back, I graduated in grade 8 in 1993. So, let's see, 93, 92, 92, 91. So we're going to go back, let's say 1989, 1990. Okay? I was in grade 6, and this is when the girls and the boys were starting to think about dating. You know, the beginning of having a crush and dating. Well, grade 7 came along, and there was a boy in my class that I really liked. And it turned out that he didn't like me the way I liked him. And I ended up finding out as well, he ended up liking a girl by the name of Jessica. I think it was Jessica. I think it was Jessica in my class. I think. I'm not sure. All I know is it was a girl in our class he liked, but he didn't like me in the way that I liked him. I wanted so much to have a boyfriend and to be loved. And I think at this time, I never realized certain things. So after I stopped and I thought about it, and now, you know, I'm 31 years old, and I'm thinking back now that it does make some sense. My father passed away when I had just turned 7 on October 10th, 1985. Now, it was just before the end of the month, or I think it was the end of the month, my dad had passed away, 2 weeks after my birthday. And I think the reason I was so into finding a boyfriend is I wanted that connection, that love that I had lost with losing my father. Now, my sole purpose to be on this earth, planet, and in this world, I truly believe is I'm here to be a good listener, be a good friend. I am more of a good friend to a lot of people who don't see it that way. And then when they lose my friendship, it's either too late, or maybe there might be a chance to rekindle it and be friends again. Now, I've always never stuck up for myself. I always just took what the person said. I am a crybaby. I will cry over like the slightest little thing. If you're yelling at me or if you're telling me something that is true that I don't want to hear, I'll get upset about it. But I used to hope and pray that someone out there was for me and I would find that true and only one person. I had a little fun on the local chat line here in Toronto, Quest Personals, and I went searching for that special someone to spend the rest of my life with. Yes, I let the men that I met, some of them take advantage of me, and I went a little too far, and I didn't want to be that person anymore. I didn't want to be, used for sex. I didn't want to be just, in a relationship with someone that I truly didn't love and I didn't want to be with. I remember my first real boyfriend in grade 9, and every guy that I dated after him, and even with him, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with these guys. But looking back at it now and knowing where some of them are today, thanks to Facebook, getting connected and finding out where some of them are and what they're doing in their lives. Some of them I'm very proud of where they are and what they have accomplished. Some of them I'm not. Some of them I've looked at it and said, I'm glad I'm not with that person, and I'm glad I took the time to date these guys and go down the path that I went down, meet the people I meet, and here I am today and where I am today. I'm with a man who I was born October 10th, 1978 at 8:03 p.m. And I grew up in Sarnia, Ontario, in Canada, from the time I was born to the summer of 1993, after graduating grade 8. And I would never believe this if any of you told me, you're going to end up marrying a man who lives 1 hour away from you. I'd say you're bluffing, you're lying, you're joking, you're kidding. I'm married to a man who lived 1 hour away from Sarnia, who was born in Windsor, who also lived in Windsor as a teenager, young man, who grew up in a little town just outside of Windsor, Belle River, Ontario, Canada. And we met on a local chat line from Toronto here, where we both live in Brampton. And we are living in the apartment buildings where I met him, but only he lived across the street, or across the way in 806, and we live in 804. So I'm so thankful to have done what I've done to get to where I am today. Because of Brian, I'm not afraid if I hurt your feelings or not. Like, I say what's on my mind, and if you don't like it, tough. Suck it up. Don't talk to me. I'm being interrupted by a message. But anyways, I hope that answers my sole purpose and making a difference in this world, and I hope you enjoy my video. Take care. Bye.